Signs he wants a relationship with you but is scared. It's time to help a lover out. Kindly give this video a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Starting a new relationship is always a little stressful. Even if everything is going well, you may not be able to tell what your potential partner wants unless they flat out tell you. Of course, that sounds ideal, but if you ask where this is going too early, you run the risk of completely losing your chill. You may feel like you cannot tell what they want because, on the one hand, they initiate incredibly deep conversations, but on the other, they want to hang out only once a week after months of going out. If that sounds familiar, we may be able to help you figure out what's going on here. They pull away sometimes, you may be having a deep conversation, and then, seemingly out of nowhere, they change the subject to something much more surface level. Now that you're talking about something a bit frivolous, they seem much more comfortable. This probably really confuses you because you can see that they are capable, and willing, to take things to a deeper level, but they don't like to be there for long. They've been hurt before. Look, unless you ended up with your high school sweetheart, chances are, you've been hurt too. You may feel frustrated because if you can move on after a heartbreak, they should be able to, too. However, everyone experiences emotional pain differently, so patience is key. Even though the only two people who know what's going in your relationship are you and your potential partner, definitely make an effort to consider your friends and family members' opinions. You may be too close or too in love, lust to see things clearly. Think about it, if their last partner cheated on him, they might have let that experience really burn them so that they don't end up with someone else who will do the same thing. Even though they may know that you'd never hurt them, they can't help but keep their walls up to protect herself. Dr. Fireside explains, old, negative dynamics may make us wary of opening ourselves up to someone new. We may steer away from intimacy because it stirs up old feelings of hurt, loss, anger, or rejection. They don't want to go on dates when someone wants a relationship with you but is too scared. They'll look to spend time with you in ways that don't seem like actual dates. For instance, instead of taking the lead and asking you out for dinner and drinks, they may say, "Hey, I'm in your neighborhood. Are you free for drinks in an hour?" This way, they don't risk any feelings of rejection. They're vague about the future when someone is too scared to get involved on a deeper level. They will often choose to dodge or deflect questions about a future with you and remain more detached. For instance, if you want to take a weekend getaway in a few weeks, they may seem super interested, but won't help you lock down an actual weekend to go. They'll move really slowly. Relationships can develop at different paces, but if you notice that your potential partner is taking things very slowly, they may be subtly telling you they're scared to jump into a relationship with you. They may keep stringing you along without giving you any clear indicator of what they want or where your relationship is headed. For instance, when you've been seeing them for months, but they haven't introduced you to any of their friends, it might be time to have a chat. Here are a few telltale signals he really likes you and wants a relationship but is scared to death. Signal 1, the stare. I know you know that weird feeling you get when a man is staring at you. You can feel him watching you, and that's when you know beyond a shadow of a doubt he is feeling like one happy camper having you in his life. If you could freeze time, you would. You don't want to catch him staring because that'll wreck the moment. Don't break his stare because, if you do, this will tell him that you know he really likes you, and that will scare him even more. Your best option is to enjoy the moment and leave him in his zone with the "I really like you" stare. Signal 2, don't forget his heart has been broken before. I think it's safe to say nearly every guy on the planet has had their heart broken. Nobody likes to be hurt, and a guy will do just about anything to make sure he's not left out in the cold again. This is one rock-solid reason he's not throwing his heart out on the table for you, simply because he's scared you're going to break his heart like his last girlfriend did. Newsflash. This is completely normal, and if you put yourself in his shoes, you will understand why he's acting this way. Trust takes time to build and time to let go. He's just trying to make sure it's safe before he gives you the opportunity to become his heart and soul. Signal 3, flip-flop. This is a clear indicator that he really cares about you but is afraid to admit it to you or himself. One minute, he's loving and caring, and the next minute, he seems to have slipped away into the distance, not really paying attention to you, or including you in his daily life. Inside his brain, there's a battle going on that flips back and forth between admitting he really likes you and wanting to run away far and fast, rather than face his true feelings. This will leave you wondering if he's going to let you in or let you go. These mixed signals are difficult to deal with. The hot and cold can be confusing and stressful. Don't jump the gun and leave him because he's indecisive. This solid sign is telling you he wants a relationship with you but is afraid to take the steps to announce it to the world. Give it some time, and hopefully, he will come to his senses. Signal 4. Likes chillin' with you. When a man likes spending time with you, going to the movies, having dinner, or just catching the game, that's a true sign he really does like you. Think about it for a sec. If he didn't like you, he wouldn't give you the time of day. If he only wanted friends with benefits, he wouldn't be doing all the extras with you. The two of you would just be meeting for booty calls and nothing else. This guy feels great hanging around you, but it might be a little premature for him to admit it. Signal 5. Just shy of the first step. Follow your gut with this one. If you are certain he likes you, but he just won't make the first move to prove your thoughts, it's a clear indicator he wants to be with you, but he's terrified. You should be able to figure this out by the way he looks at you, acts around you, and talks to you. Some things in life you can just tell, and this is one of them. Maybe you intimidate him. Perhaps he thinks you don't like him. The list of reasons as to why he's not making the first move is endless. Support him and make sure you show him with your actions and words that he can talk to you and that you are into him, even if he's scared to admit it. Signal 6. A bundle of nerves. Some guys have a tough time dealing with their nerves around girls, particularly around women they like. Maybe he seems to be acting a little weird, or you notice he's fidgeting or sweating like crazy. The good news is this is a solid indicator he is into you, and he's just chicken to tell you. He likely doesn't have the confidence in himself to believe he's not going to screw things up by doing something stupid. This man wants everything to be perfect and is terrified he's going to blow it and lose you for good. It's totally normal to feel nervous around someone you're trying to impress. Take this as a good thing because it means you mean something to him. It's a good start anyway. Signal 7. The boys know all about you. This is a pretty obvious signal he likes you. His friends are talking about you, when he really hasn't said anything to you. At first, you might be caught off guard, but don't let that initial feeling steer you in the wrong direction. The reason his guy friends know all about you is because he seriously likes you but is too darn scared to say anything to you. Talk about being a lucky gal. Signal 8. He gets heated. This is one of those things he can't control. You know what it's like when your face suddenly gets flushed, and you are at the mercy of your unconscious emotions. According to studies, many guys get flustered around a girl they like. If you notice he's getting a little red in the face when he's near you or talking to you, it's a good sign he totally likes you and just won't admit it. Blushing means he cares about what you think, and he's worried about making a good impression. Do your best to make him feel comfortable, so he isn't worrying so much about the flush on his face. Signal 9. Getting sweaty. Everyone seems to sweat when they are put in an uncomfortable position. And it's totally normal for a guy to get sweaty when he's just getting to know you. He's trying to give you a good impression, and all the little worries in his heart are heating him up. Act like you don't really notice and do your best to make him feel at ease. Respect him and do whatever it takes to make sure he doesn't feel ashamed for his excessive sweatiness. It happens to the best of us. Signal 10. Flooding you with compliments. There's no doubt he likes you if he's continuously complimenting you. Who doesn't like a compliment? Keep in mind, if he's really overdoing it, you might have to question his sincerity. Guys like to compliment a girl just to see how she will react. Think of this as testing the water to see whether he can eventually muster up the guts to tell you exactly how much he likes you. If he's scared to tell you how he's feeling, he will likely give you lots of compliments, so keep your eyes wide open for this sign. Signal 11. Happy to open doors. Another clear signal he really likes you is that he makes a point of opening the door for you. Talk about scooping up a real gentleman. Unfortunately, many guys are total jerks, without any old-fashioned manners. You are especially lucky if this guy starts opening the door for you on your first date and continues to this day. Signal 12. Laughs at your lame jokes. Even if you suck at telling jokes, when he laughs at your jokes, that's a rock-solid sign he's into you. This guy is probably afraid to let you know he really likes you. He's trying to make the scenario comfortable, his first step toward admitting how he feels. Keep your mind open and focus on the positive vibes he's giving you. Don't fret too much about the little things. It's a good sign that he's laughing at your jokes. Signal 13. Open ears. There's no doubt that a guy who listens to your problems will eventually make a super partner. This is a signal he likes you but is just too chicken to let you in on it. He's telling you that, no matter what, he will be there for you when you need him. That means everything in a strong, healthy relationship. Don't forget to listen to him and support him too. It's a two-way street if you are serious about making it work. Signal 14, breaking the gaze. Experts report body language is extremely important in any relationship, particularly if you are in a new relationship. This one is tough to figure out, but if he's staring at you and suddenly makes a move to break the gaze, that means he likes you but doesn't have the guts to tell you the truth. He might never be able to tell you to your face that he likes you. However, maybe he will feel better telling you in a text message. This is another strong sign he wants to be with you, and it just might take some time for him to get rid of his fear to tell you so. Signal 15, this guy just never asks you out. You need to remember that, sometimes, some of the best men in the world are shy. This doesn't mean he doesn't want to ask you out. Perhaps he just hasn't found the right moment. Be patient and give him a chance to make you the happiest girl on earth. Signal 16, Mr. Protective. When a guy will do whatever he can to solve your problems, he's showing you that you matter to him, and he might just be too scared to tell you. Let him have some time to gather his courage. Some guys are like that. Take his protectiveness as a good sign he likes you, and hopefully, he'll let you in on his feelings when he's ready. Signal 17, Mr. Text Message. When a guy likes a girl, he wants to know what she's up to and how her day went. Maybe he's messaging you first thing in the morning and just before bed. He's going to make it clear he wants to spend lots of time with you, but he might be too scared to fess up. Give him a chance to get to know you better before you worry too much about why he's not telling you his true feelings. Signal 18, jealousy kicks in. It doesn't matter whether the two of you are a couple. If the guy you have your eyes on gets jealous when other men are around, it's a good indicator he wants you all to himself. He just might not have the courage yet to tell you exactly how he feels. Give him some time because we know men can be super complicated. Signal 19, no label just yet. There are guys who get super scared when you put a label on your relationship status. Don't worry about that because it's all about how he looks at you and how you feel. Follow your gut with this one and don't overanalyze anything. When a guy is super hooked on a girl, it's a natural fact he's probably scared to admit this to himself. Signal 20, no other women. When you are hanging out with a guy and he chooses never to mention any other women, it's a good sign he definitely likes you and isn't ready to tell you. He's showing and telling you that you are the only woman on his mind, and that's a fantastic thing. No doubt, his buddies are teasing him that he's such a wimp, but he really doesn't care about that. He wants one girl, and that girl is you. Keep your focus on that, and everything else will fall neatly into place. Signal 21, full support. We all go through rough times, and if you found a guy who happens to be there to give you comfort when you are having a hard time, he definitely wants to be with you and is likely scared to take that step. Guys know how important it is to be with a person you care about or love. So, if he's into you, he will do his best to be there for you when you need him. You can trust this guy for the simple fact he is happy to go the extra mile for you. Lucky you. Signal 22, the details are his specialty. When a guy puts in the effort to remember the tiniest details for you, it shows he is a man on a mission to win your heart. Just because he hasn't told you he likes you doesn't mean it's not true. If he remembers the names of your family members, knows what doggy treats your puppy likes, and has no issues bringing you a coffee made perfectly, then you've definitely got a keeper. When a guy doesn't like a girl, he won't bother to remember anything, meaning he doesn't have a vested interest in you. The guy that makes sure you know he is paying attention to the details is a guy after your heart. Give him a little time to admit this to himself and then to you when he's ready. Signal 23, his buddies spill the beans. Guys will be guys, and when his friends are the ones spilling the beans and telling you that he likes you, it's a sure sign he really does like you but doesn't know how to tell you just yet. Leave it as it is for now and trust he will soon conquer his fears and tell you exactly how he feels. Also, make note that, sometimes when a man likes a woman, he won't ever find the courage. Sure, you don't pressure him with any ultimatums. That will only push him out the door, and that's not what you want. Signal 24, he feels what you feel. When a guy really likes a girl, he's going to feel upset or sad when she feels upset or sad. If he likes you that way, he's going to want to share in your sadness and look to support and comfort you the best he can. When you are depressed, he won't be able to smile or laugh until you are feeling better. He's showing you he cares about you and your well-being, and that's vital in building a healthy, strong relationship. And if he truly wants to make you smile, he will hopefully get over his fears about being in a real relationship with you and tell you exactly how he feels. Signal 25, he musters up the courage to tell you if a man really likes a woman. He will show you this by telling you how he truly feels. This guy is going to have a difficult time picturing you with another guy. In fact, it will likely drive him nuts because you are the prize. There comes a point where he will have no choice but to tell you how much he likes you, or he's going to risk losing you forever. Of course, when he opens up to you about his feelings, this is the most concrete signal that he wants to be with you and only you. Final words: it's tough to figure out whether a man is head over heels for you. These are a few expert pointers that indicate he really does like you, but he's too afraid to tell you. We know timing is everything, and the most straightforward route to figure out whether a man wants a relationship with you is to ask him face to face. How did you find out that he was scared to get into a relationship with you? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can continue making videos like this for you.